Our guests present to us in many ways. Sometimes it's a married couple with an equal level of financial interest in the decisions which occur in our business office. Due to the nature of these decisions and their importance to the financial welfare of both parties, we are usually able to discuss the merits of our points succinctly if and when disagreement occurs. In other words, we present our offer and recommendation. They accept or counter, we discuss things further, and a resolution is discovered. Sometimes it's a young adult with a parent in tow. We have all encountered these exchanges. Of course, the parent is attempting to help this first-time purchaser navigate the process of purchasing a vehicle. Oftentimes, this equation works out like the couple, especially when the parent realizes that any fiscal peril which befalls the young adult may become a shared struggle. It's okay they originally had their guard up where we were concerned. They hear and read so many negative things about purchasing vehicles, after all. Which leads us to another potential guest we may encounter. The fan of a particular financial advisor, one who likes to dispense advice regarding our industry. We hear our guests say things like, well, blank says not to finance a vehicle for as long, or finance a vehicle without blank down, or buy a blank vehicle, or to purchase blank. To these guests, our points will be much better served when we review the fact that it is they who are making the decisions and they who will have to live with the consequences of these decisions. Now remember, tact, as always, is our friend. Let's formulate our points and convey them in an informative light. This is not a cage match, clearly. They are a follower of this individual's input, and we need to earn our bona fides a little. Presenting our argument like a randy drunken sailor at closing time is not going to endear us to anyone. We'll present our points tactfully while reviewing the following. If the world were a perfect place, perhaps all those parameters could be adhered to. Perhaps if we all had the same familial, vocational, and avocational needs as said financial advisor, we could purchase the same vehicle following the same protocols. Perhaps if our guests were planning on utilizing the exact same usage patterns regarding trade cycle and miles driven per year, they could follow those recommendations more closely. Perhaps if we all possessed the same level of financial resources, we could adhere to the advice more stridently. However, when we get right down to it, isn't it us who have to answer the bell when it's time to write the check? Or worse, charge it to the credit card, which at today's rates of interest is going to make the bill far higher still. Collectively, our guests and us, we are all responsible for keeping our vehicles moving down the road when needs arise. Our financial advisor is probably not pulling out their wallet. To a person, it is safe to say we are all better off when we have protection in place to pay for these needs. As usual, the better prepared we become to discuss the merits of our points, the more likely our guests will be to enjoy a positive ownership experience. When they receive the bad news in the service drive, it's going to cost how much? But immediately discover that someone else is paying for the problem to go away. The drama quickly subsides, and things are suddenly much better. Remember, no one said being a business manager was easy. It is much easier, however, when we are prepared. The inspiration for this month's training tip came from Blake F. Thank you, Blake. Think about it. Good luck and good selling.